or if you don't know how to make dua, right? A lot of things can go wrong. First and foremost, you can fall into shirk. Like we said, if you don't know the what, then you can fall into shirk, especially since the callers to falsehood, especially those that call to shirk and those that call to bid'ah, dua for them is a major bait or trap that they trap people into, especially when it comes to people of shirk. Okay? So the first thing that they do is they convince their followers that they can't make dua and their dua is not accepted and that they have to go through them. And then they get them to visit graves or certain places. Then when they visit the graves, that's not just enough. They get them to pay money in order to gain entry to that place. And then they make sure that he's connected to Allah's creation, he's connected to them so that they can constantly make money, and they sort of use dua as a tool and a weapon to subjugate people and keep them under control and to rinse them of their money. Now, this is reality, it happens in many, many Muslim countries. So that's one of the evil consequences. That's why the Shaykh, Hafidhahullah, he's got many, many chapters in the book talking about that. For example, this one, خطورة دعاة الباطل وأئمة الضلال. In a book talking about dua, here is a chapter named The Dangers of the Callers to Falsehood and the Imams of Misguidance. And he's got another one as well called ترويج أهل الباطل للأدعية الباطلة بالحكايات المنفقة. He talks about in particular how the people of Batil, they market and they spread their falsehood by way of false stories. Where they say, for example, yeah, this person, he went to this grave and he made dua and then Allah accepted his dua and this person did this, and they come up with these false evil stories. Another evil consequence obviously is that you can fall into bid'ah. Okay? And bid'ah is the worst sin after shirk. And there's no way to protect yourself from bid'ah, and there's no way for you to stay upon the sunnah except with knowledge. A third thing that might happen, which is not as bad as the first two, is that your du'as might not be accepted. Okay, which is a major loss, of course, and a big waste of time and effort and opportunity. But obviously it's not as bad as falling to shirk and bid'ah, but it's still bad. Or if you don't know how to make dua, then it might stop you from making dua. So in other words, you might not even attempt to make dua. Okay, because you constantly are fearful that maybe you'll do it wrong. And that's obviously a level of waswas that you shouldn't reach. But it's possible if you don't have the knowledge. So to avoid all of these things, my dear brothers and sisters, you have to learn about the fiqh of dua.